everybody, welcome back to Wildwood Cottage and welcome back to Wales. Lovely to have you here, hope you're all doing well. Little Stripe's doing very well, he's just learning to growl and just learning to bark this morning. So if you can hear him grumbling in the background, that's why, he's perfectly happy. He's just seen something outside he doesn't like. Anyway, we're off to see the doggy doctor today. He's got to go and have his second injection. Not a very nice day here today. We have a mist coming off the sea and it's raining. But we're still going to go out for our first walk, so I'll video that for you and show you what we get to see while we're out. Show you him on his lead. He's a very good boy. He is a very good boy. But yeah, we've got to go and get ourselves ready. We've got to run up to see the chickens and go and get them fed, and then we're going out. So these little monkeys have found a way out of their little chicken tractor. Twice now. I put them in there in the garden thinking, oh yeah, they can have a scratch and a peck. And twice I've looked out the kitchen window and there they are in the rose bed having a good scratch. So I am thinking now Mr. Fox has been dealt with of letting them out. I don't know. I'm nervous about doing that because there are a lot of foxes around here. And a red kite flew over low yesterday and they all ducked into the chip box. Thankfully they blend in apart from Pippa. But yeah, we don't want to take any chances. So we've got to go out now and then we can go out and go and see the doggy doctor, get his injection, and then we can get out for our first walk. So if it stops raining, we will video the walk for you and I'll show you him on his lead and show you what he gets up to on his first big day out. He doesn't like the crate, he doesn't like going in the car, but he's just going to have to because it's a half-an-hour drive to the vet and he's just going to have to get on with it. So yeah, I've got to go out again tomorrow as well and go and see my lady and go and do her cleaning. So he's going to have to come with me for that and probably stay in the car. But get ourselves in the car and then we can get out and go and see the doctor. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, so we're back from the vets and I bought a new car. As you do, you go to the vets and you buy a new car. So yeah, we saw it online last night and I went and had a look at it and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. My car's not going to last much longer, so he's taking it in Part X. And we're getting a new car, so I'm really happy. Puppy got on okay at the vet. Stripe was very well behaved. He licked the vet lady to pieces and he came home with a new toy. So yeah, all in all, it's been a productive morning. I'm just going to answer all your lovely comments and then we're going to go in the polytunnel and go and do some seed sowing because time is marching on. So yeah, we need to get the seeds going. So I'm going to do that. My tomatoes are coming up nicely. I'll show you them in a minute. I've also got to valet my car and get it ready for handing over to the man tomorrow. And then when I get home tomorrow, I've got to valet the new car and get it ready for going out tomorrow night. So yeah, busy couple of days. I'm going to do some recipes in a minute as well. I've decided I'm making coconut ice and gingerbread cake as well. So we're going to make that. So yeah, I'm just going to get myself a cup of tea, answer all your comments on my video from last time about the lovely Stripe, and yeah, we'll get on with some jobs. So I'll see you in a minute. So Puppy's asleep again and I'm trying to snatch the moments while he's asleep to come and get my jobs done. So I'm back out in the garage with my car and I thought I'd just come and get it ready for selling, because it's going tomorrow and I'm getting a nice new car, as I said. We've had this one since 2008 and it's about time we got a new one, because it's getting to that point where you think, you know, the MOTs are just going to be far too expensive and we need a nice new one. So I managed to get one that the crate will fit in, and it was a great price as well, and it's a great car. It's a four-wheel drive car, so it'll be ideal for up here. We've been talking about it for a while, and yeah, it's just going to be brilliant because the road gets flooded at the bottom and sometimes it's a bit difficult to get out in this car. So yeah, a nice new car is going to be ideal. So I won't get cut off now. I'll be able to get through the snow, I'll be able to get through the ice, and yeah, it's just going to change things completely, really. It is going to be a bit more to run, but you know, it just means then I'm not having to use all the extra fuel going over the mountain in the bad weather just so I can get down to the main road. So for me, it seems that it's a good idea. It's a safer car than this one. It's a higher up car than this one, and it feels like driving a tank. So yeah, I'll feel nice and safe driving it. And especially now I've got Stripe in the car, I want to make sure that we're both safe when we go out together and when we go for our walks. So his crate will fit in it nicely, so that's good. So yeah, I'm going to try and get it all nice and clean in there now. Give it a polish, give it a hoover, give it a brush, clean the windows, and I may even give it a wash as well. Even though it's raining today, it's absolutely chucking it down. It's that misty, fly around all over the place, soak you right through type of rain. So yeah, I thought this was a good chance to get this done. And then when I get the new car tomorrow, it needs to go for a valet because the person who owned it has had dogs and they've not kept it very clean. Now I thought that the car was more important than how clean it was. So yeah, so it's going to go for a valet tomorrow when I get back from my lady, because I've got to go to my lady tomorrow and do some cleaning. So I thought that I can get this one ready, get rid of this one, take the other one to get a nice sparkly clean, and then we'll all be ready to go out for a walk in another 10 days when Sam's able to go out. Because I didn't know he had to stay in for another 10 days after his injection, his second injection. But he does, so we're not in a rush. We can wait a little bit longer and then we can go out and enjoy ourselves. So yeah, it's a good job we didn't go today because the hunt people were around and it was chaos, absolute chaos. Very noisy, lots of dog barking, lots of trumpets, lots of gunshots, and it was very frightening. So yeah, we've just gone up to see the chickens as well, and they just happened to be in the field at the back here, didn't they? And they're not small dogs, they're like big donkeys, like big Great Danes. So I don't like the fox hunt, I don't agree with it, but I live here, it's not my land, it's not my home, I rent this house, and I just have to get on with it. So yeah, back to the car, let's get the car cleaned, let's get on with it, and then Stripe has got a nice new car to go out for his nice walks. He's getting spoilt. I know. I'm daft. Buying a dog a car. I mean, he can't even drive. Right, let's get the car cleaned. It's only when you start cleaning the car out that you realise how much rubbish you've got in your car. Because I never clean it out. Husband's never always having to clean it out for me because I never think of doing it myself. It's always just one more job to do, isn't it? I mean, do you really need this in the car? An 80th birthday celebration. Anyway. Right, so that's all the hoovering done. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to give it a polish with some beeswax. And I'm going to wipe the seats with these floor wipes. And just give it a bit of a, not clean, but just make it smell a bit fresher. I like the smell of beeswax. It smells really nice. So I'm just going to do that now. Right, that's that done. Time to get on with the rest of the car. How exciting! A nice new car. So, I'm loving all this stuff at the moment because the Bible says, behold, I make all things new. I do a new thing. Behold, it spring forth. And to be honest with you, I think that's what's happening at the moment. New car, new dog, new lifestyle. Yeah, I just think that's what's going on at the moment. So, thank you. And thank you to you as well for all your messages of support, all the prayers that you've said that you're saying for me, all the encouragement that I've received lately. It's just been so touching, to say the least, that so many of you out there are Christians, and all the lovely thoughts and well wishes that I've had. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. It really does mean a lot, and it's nice to know that so many people think well of me. It's nice. So yeah, thank you to all of you who seem to be becoming my friends, and to this lovely community that we have here on YouTube. Welcome to all the lovely new subscribers as well. I've gained so many subscribers since the new year. I think I must have gained about 250 subscribers. I mean, for some channels that doesn't seem a lot. Maybe they can gain that in maybe they can gain that in one day. I don't know. But yeah, for me 250 subscribers in the last couple of months is wonderful. So thank you for coming along for the ride. Welcome to our community here at Wildwood Cottage, and it's lovely talking to you all. In the comment section below, if you're not already a subscriber, do hit that subscribe button, and that'll keep you up to date with all the shenanigans that go on around here. It's not just me and Stripe. There's the chickens, there's the garden, there's the vegetable garden, there's our walks. There's so much going on around here. There's all the recipes. So yeah, if you're interested in all that kind of thing and you like my channel, do subscribe and do come along for the ride. I also have a Ko-fi account if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee or Stripe a treat or the girls a treat, and we'd very much appreciate it. But I'd better get back to my car because the man is going to swap it for me tomorrow. How exciting. Right, so that's my car ready, all ready to go, all nicely washed, nice and clean inside. Ah yeah, time for a change. Nice new car, but at least this one's ready for him to sell, if he wants to. Right, time for a hot chocolate. Right, so earlier on I showed you that I was going to, Earlier on I showed you that I was going to make some coconut ice. Well, today I've decided to get round to it, and I haven't got, it's from my Wartime Farm book, from this book here, and it's a wartime recipe, obviously, because it's out of a wartime book, but it says it makes 30 squares. Now, I love coconut ice, absolutely love it, and it says it uses 8 ounces of condensed milk. So what I'm thinking of doing is just trying to make 15 squares to see if I like it, and use 4 ounces of condensed milk and a bit of corn flour just to thicken it up a little bit, and a bit of maple syrup just to give it a bit of sweetness, like a caramelly kind of sweetness. And then it says 8 ounces of icing sugar, 7 ounces of coconut and some pink food colouring. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a go of that and see how we get on. It doesn't need cooking, it just needs to go into the fridge to go cold. And I'm not sure, do you know, I might leave a lot of the ice and sugar out if I'm using corn flour. and just heat the milk up slightly to thicken it with the corn flour, and then add the coconut and pop it in the fridge. I'm sure that will work. I'm sure that'll be okay. So I'm going to have a go, and if it works, I'll do the recipe for you and show you how it turned out. So I'm just going to pop into the kitchen, get all my ingredients, and then get myself set up. So I'll see you in the kitchen in a minute. Right, so if you hear running around, it's Stripe. He's charging around all over the place. I've got my ingredients for my oatcakes. I'm going to measure my milk out into this. I've got 2 packets of organic coconut. I don't know whether just to make 4 ounces, just to see if I like it. Just a sec, he's eating something. Seems to be a regular thing in this house at the moment. Running round after him, getting things out of his mouth. Anyway, coconut. I don't know whether just to do 4 ounces to see if I like it, because the squares aren't looking like they're going to be very big. No, I'll do the lot. I'll do the full recipe. So we're going to do 8 ounces of milk, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with water. So I'm not using that's better. I'm not using ordinary dairy milk. I'm using almond milk because I can't eat dairy, as you know. The cake in the background, I found it in the cupboard. It's going to church. I can't eat it. My husband doesn't want to eat it. So yeah, it's going to go to church. Anywho, this needs to be 8 ounces. So we're going to do whatever this is, which is just 4 ounces. I think I'll do 6. And then top it up with some water, because that's what I do for my hot chocolate. Right, so I'm going to put that in a pan. That way, darling. I've got this small pan that's ideal for small amounts of liquid. I'm going to pour it in there. And then I'm going to add a sprinkling of flour. And that's just going to be to thicken the milk slightly. And then I'm mixing it. I'm not tilting it down because my worktop's a tip. And I don't want you seeing all the mess. There you go. Because since Stripes arrived, not much tidying's got done. Too busy running round after him. Stick a little bit more in. Just a flour shaker, so I'm not wasting loads. And then I'm going to pop that on the stove and just let the milk thicken a little bit. I don't want to heat the milk. I just want to heat it enough to thicken it. Now I have got some maple syrup. Just a sec. He likes a cuddle, and he just sits on the floor and waits for a cuddle. He's delightful, aren't you, bud? Say hello to everybody. Say hello to everybody. This is just while we wait for the milk to heat up. Oh, he's a good boy. He's gone. Don't know what he wants. I've just put him out. He didn't want a wee. Doesn't want a poo. I think he just wants to chew my foot. Right. Let's go and put the milk on the stove and get that organised. He came to ask me to play with him. He asks me to play with him. Right, so this is my mixture and I've got to divide it into 2. So I've got my scales out. One, 2. That's 1. Got to 0 the scales. Right. Okay. So they're my two bowls. One is going to stay white, which is this one. And this one is now going to be pink. So I've got some food colouring, just some ordinary silver spoon. From what I can see, it doesn't have any rapeseed oil in it. And it's just what I use for my natural dyes. So I'm just my acid dyes. So one. Right. So there's 10 of that. Let's see how that goes. And this is going to be for my pink. Could use beetroot juice if you want it, but I haven't got any beetroot. Right, there's our pink and our white. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in some foil in a flat tray and then pop it in the fridge. Right, so this is my tray. So first off, I'm going to put on my white. Now I can freeze this if it's too much. You don't want too thick a layer. As I say, I make this every year usually for my dad for Christmas, but I couldn't this year, I wasn't well. So you just want the back of a spoon. You just want to flatten it out quite even. Tastes really nice, not too sugary because I've used maple syrup. Right, there's the first layer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pop this pink layer on. Now I did do it in half, so hopefully it'll go on all right. Really tasty. I wonder whether it's going to give me the zoomies. Oh, slightly under, I think, on the pink. Right, so that's it. I'm going to pop that in the fridge and then I'll show you what it's like when it's done. So it'll probably be tomorrow now when it's finished, but you'll be seeing it today in this video. But I want to leave it overnight and then I'll have a look at it tomorrow. So yeah, we're going to go out, I'm going to go and get some more jobs done, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, so this is my coconut ice. I finished it a couple of days ago and it's been in the freezer. So what I'm going to do now is, now it's frozen, I'm going to take it off here. I'm going to put it in a storage box and I'm going to keep it in the freezer. Just a sec. Sorry, you've just had to put him in his cage. So yeah, I'm going to put this in a plastic box. In a plastic box and keep it in the freezer. So it won't be a sec. So here's my coconut ice. Just going to take it out the tray. There we go. I've got my plastic box and I'm going to get another one because I'm going to keep some out for myself. Because it does, you can freeze it and then you can use it. So we'll take a bit out. Just makes life a lot easier. Excuse the noise, he's not neglected, he just doesn't want to be in his crate. But he's got to be, because I can't get my video done otherwise. Just find it easier to keep it in the freezer because coconut oil can go a little bit soft. Because it can go a little bit soft. He's settling down now. He's tired. It's like a stroppy toddler when he's tired. That's my portion to go back in the freezer. And there's roughly 3, 7, there's roughly 30 pieces in there. And then I've got here 9 pieces. So what I'll do is I'll have these throughout the day if I want them. And then if I want any more, I can just go and get some out the freezer. And that'll do as a nice little tea snack throughout the day. Pop that in as well. There we go. It's a bit like a coconut macaroon type thing. Just shake this out. And I can reuse that again for another batch of coconut ice. So just need a lid for that. So I'll do that in a bit. That can just go in the fridge. Right. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on the pub. Right, I'm going to go. I think that's it for me for today. I can't think of anything else to show you. Oh, the coconut ice was nice. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. If you have enjoyed my video, do like and subscribe. Do hit that notification bell, and that'll tell you when I upload new videos. And me and Stripe and the girls will see you again soon. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye.